Hello Ibanez fans, we're looking at another Axion label? Axion label guitar. This is again one for you guys that like it low, that like it super clean, probably the loads of gain, and this is not your blues axe. It isn't. It isn't even your super flexible axe. It isn't. It's a guitar made for a single purpose. To be ergonomic, and that would be a second purpose. It's a guitar made for two purposes. To be ergonomic and super clear for metal. And look, it's a guitar made for you get the point. It's the RGD61ALA-MTR. MTR stands for Midnight Tropical Rainforest. What a bullshit name. The thing is fucking black. Midnight Tropical. What? This little bit up here? This bit of shitty green is Midnight Tropical Rainforest? It's black! Well, okay. It's really cool, kind of blue, turquoise, green, and then they ran out of paint and it's natural. But this is Midnight Tropical Rainforest? It's black. Look at it. It's actually as black as a guitar gets. It's as high polished as a guitar gets, which means every little... It looks dirty as fuck. Every little fingerprint is on here. But it's a look. And yeah, the Midnight Tropical Rainforest 4% of the guitar is kind of cool. Okay, you see loads of dirt on there depending on how I'm holding it. But it's a look. Fixed bridge, monorail, which is way cool. Obviously, the special thing on this, that's why it's made for the clarity, are the Fishman fluents. We have 3-position switch. This is single coil humbucker, and then voicing, which actually gives this guitar a lot of tonal possibilities that I think it doesn't need, because it's made for a single purpose. It's an RGD, which means it has more pointiness than other pointy Ibanez's. See, it's really cool with that, how that's done there on the lower horn. I don't know if in all the blackness you can see it. What you can already see is the back of the neck, which of course is totally awesome. I'm going to say it's walnut and wenge, but what do I know? It is panga panga and walnut. I don't know what is what. Probably that's panga panga, and then the lighter stuff is walnut. You can see Goto locking tuners. I'm having a little bit of a love-hate relationship with them because I love them in theory. I love the lockingness. I love Goto. This is the second guitar in this batch of Ibanez where they aren't perfect. They have a little bit of give. Not all of them, but tuning them is still fine, but it's not perfect. And I'm looking for perfection. The guitar is, what, $1,100. There's some guitars where you just grab the tune and you're like, boing, dang, pff, there. And here it's like, there. It's not impossible to tune, but it's not perfection. It's 90% of what I want. I'm picky, but they're technically good tuners. Just here, there, one of them, I think here, the high E has a little bit of 0.5 millimeter of, doesn't anything happen, and then, here we are. Okay, moving on, we got polyurethane neck thing, 90 millimeter back here, so it's the Nitro Wizard, it's a wizard neck. 673 scale, which is longer, it is tuned to D, that's why it's an RGD. So this is not for the standard blues stuff unless you play really low. It's made for extended range low stuff. Makassar ebony, 400mm fretboard radius, sub-zero treated frets, white step-off dots right there. We have lumen lace on the side of the fretboard, which is very nice. You can see that in the dark. Not super clear here. I wish they were brighter when, it's not dark, but I think in the dark they probably work rather well. We have a plastic nut. Why that's not always GravTech Tusk, I don't know. I know they cost a couple bucks, but it can't be cost prohibitive if you're forking over $1,100. Why isn't that a lubricated, self-lubricating GravTech Tusk nut? I know Ibanez uses them. Why not use it on this? Hardware's black. Fishman Fluence, El Nico. Fishman Fluence ceramic. I don't know what that means. You do. And then it says volume is push-pull, 3-way, call tap. So what push-pull does, I'm going to say that's the voicing switch. It comes with Schaller strap locks and the pins, and the strap locks are actually in the cardboard box. There's no case or gig back with this. 10 to 46 on here, made in Indonesia. And we're off. we're showing what's happening with the pickups down there, thanks to my friend Jason McNamara, who's making this amazing pickup generator. If you're in the business of generating guitar content for the web, you can actually get any kind of guitar made by him that works in Final Cut. If you don't have Final Cut, he'll even put it in for you. It's a great, great, great product. Thank you, Jason, for letting me use that for these videos. So we're here. We're going into the Revv Generator 740. It's a little bit thicker than the Deluxe Reverb, so that works for me. And we're not looking for classic sounds because the guitar can't do them. This is all modern. So let's see. Here we go. No effects or anything. We're just hearing the super clean, pure sounds that the Fishmans can generate. And I hope I'm not getting sidetracked here because there's a lot of switchy functions. And this too easily, in the position where it's at, goes in the middle, if you ask me. Happened on the Alpa. This is the ALA. If you're saying, well, your amp isn't clean. No, it's clean. It doesn't even have a gain knob. This is the guitar pushing. This is what you get. Let's quickly tune again. Here we are. What am I doing? That's horrible. So no, it's not a Strat Telly or Les Paul sound. It's not a P90 sound. It is a modern, ultra clean sound. It's got something. It doesn't have vintage, but it's got a clarity and it's got something about it that is very enticing. And if you want it clean, you're gonna have to fight a little bit. Turn some effects on here. Cool. I like that. It's a very just bright sound. These are Fishman Fluents. They're not standard pickups, and you can hear it. In the middle, it's almost not different, just a little bit less output. Usually you get more difference. And in the back. So, in front, single coil. It's obviously not single coil, it's something thinner. Middle, single coil. And the back single coil. Kind of cool. Now the problem is, I have a voicing 2, which technically gives me all those sounds, if I'm correct, again. So there's 6 sounds, and now, then again, that's more. It's 12 sounds. Let's test. So. Almost like going DI into a mixing console without any amp or whatever. That's that clarity that you have. Now, I'm going to argue that's too confusing. Do you really need 12 sounds on a guitar like this? It's kind of made for this. I don't think you do. I think it's too much. Realistically, that voicing 2 doesn't necessarily add any additional sounds that you need. It just adds confusion. And on stage, going like gong, 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 and then you going like single coil, and then this, and then want to be here. Okay, people went out to have a bite, and they come back, and you're still fiddling with your settings. I don't know. Now, if this was MIDI switchable, and I really think that people should start working on that. You know, like, why not have this? Whatever. Now, that would be cool. So, let's turn on an overdrive, some delay and stuff, and see how she flies for some leads. Yeah, for a shreddy solo in your song, absolutely. For a creamy singing instrumental, these are very clean, very pronounced, very high-endy, and without the absence of a tone knob to dial that down, and my tone on the pedal is already quite back, that'll be difficult. You know, this isn't going to get you a Les Paul singy thing happening. It'll always have that high-end definition. Okay, we move on to not the Achilles, which is a JTM kind of a blues breaker thing. You're not going to play an amp like this. You're going to play a modern... Look at this. You're going to play a modern amp with this, like an Engl or a Revv or a Driftwood, which is what I have here, and that's what we're gonna try. We're gonna go into the Engl first. That's $850 in Europe, which I think is very fair and beautifully paired with this guitar. The clarity down there is absolutely utterly ridiculous. That's a drop C, now that's a C sharp major. Ridiculous down there. The string separations, wow. Generated 100p, the modern Genty sound. Let's go voice 2. I don't know if you need that. I'm having fun with this. I could write sick-ass riffs. Or something like this I wrote once. That's pretty damn dope. Let's go into the Driftwood, a different flavor of modern metalage. It's right over there. Beautiful wooden front on it. Handmade in Germany. What an amp. Whatever! Come on! Okay, is this the most flexible guitar in the world? No! It's made for metal. But hell is it good for metal. I think it has too many options. Realistically, for me, what would I grab this off the wall for? For what I just did. So do I need the single coil stuff? I don't. Do I need voicing too? It adds a kind of a little bit of a different mid thingy. Do I need that? No. Realistically, that's a guitar that I noodle around with right here a little bit for my solo, which is going to be brighter and clearer than a normal guitar, like this one, for example. But this is where I'm at. And then I don't care about all this stuff. So give me this. And gib ihm, as we say in Germany. It's a phenomenal metal instrument. Tuners are 95% perfect, not 100%. I want 100. I love dark necks, and Ibanez is freaking delivering lately with the dark necks, so you already had me at hello right there. Do I like all the blackness? No. Give me that in freaking white. Hello! With the midnight oil of sunset from a camel's back poop something. Midnight tropical rainforest. Yeah. So, I know you like black. Fine. Buy it. It's a great, great metal instrument. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it is. I just got inspired playing it. I could totally come up with some really, really cool riffs. I would love to practice more modern playing on this, which I don't do because it's, you know, not my thing. I would prefer this over the 7-string, simply because I feel more at home on it, simply because I can do my drop D stuff, which in this case is drop C, which is way low enough for me. That's low enough and that's heavy enough for me. I like this. For the one purpose that it was made for. It's doing that really well. You can't do that on a Les Paul because it doesn't have that brightness and clarity. Then again, you can't do what this, you can't do what Les Paul, you know, you get the idea. Well done, $1,100. Wish there was a gig bag, but fine. Ibanez, don't listen to me. Do whatever. I wish this was Tusk. Okay, fine. Save the money. Some luthier is making $10 to put that in. Nicely done, Ibanez. And I'm not saying that because they're paying for this video, which they are, but because it's a good instrument. I'm not a fan of the black. Fret Sprout, it's been a pre-production model, so they get them out of the factory a little bit quicker than others, so maybe they don't do all the fine-tuning stuff. They've been in Poland on a pallet for 3 weeks in the cold. Then they came into my house where it's really warm because I like it toasty. So I don't know if this is normal, but right here, fret ends are a little bit sharper. So I would like to look at the ones that are actually coming into stores. I would like Ibanez to report back on that. And Ibanez Germany is very, very good about taking this kind of criticism and taking it back to the factories, saying, hey, what's going on there? We want perfection. So I love a company that takes this and doesn't rip my head off. Yeah, this is something, especially up here, I can absolutely feel it. But again, this is a pre-production model. We have to take that with a bit of grain of salt. I didn't show you anything up close, actually. Right there, the tuners again. Let's look at that. They are really, really cool. I love good locking tuners on the guitar. And then we got the Fishmans and the bridge and all my handprinty stuff. And then, of course, the tropical rain camel thing. Cool instrument that I had fun with. Thank you, Ibanez, for commissioning this video. Thank you, Leslie, for switching it. Please, please, please use my links to Sweetwater or to Thomann because they support me, even if you buy something else. So if all my talk of, I don't know, a Les Paul or some Strat or whatever made you want to buy a vintage guitar, go ahead, use my link to this, and then buy some vintage guitar. Or buy an AZ2204N, which is kind of getting you in that direction. Okay, thank you for supporting me. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Ibanez. Thank you, Dan, and the whole team. And something about woof woof. Animals at the end.
myself.